I got a birthday gift. This, I know, is from Mrs. Skeem, and to be fair, I kind of picked it out. I gave her a list of stuff, and she was like, what do you want most? And I was like, these. And she was like, oh, okay, then just get those. So let's get this open. I'll show you what it is. Delicately. There she is. AKG by Harman K702 Reference Studio headphones. These are the closest to an audiophile pair of headphones I will have ever owned. They're not quite that extreme range, wherein you're in the thousands of dollars and like whatever. This is the under $300 range, but peaking right at the $300 range, which is more than I'd usually allow spent on myself for a birthday, but hey, at least this will get doubled down for my music recording. If you don't already know, I usually use these guys for studio recording. These are industry standard professional headphones, but they run under $100. The biggest difference with these bad boys is they're what's called an open back headphone, which gives you a much larger soundstage, similar as what you'd get with a studio monitor like this right here, without having to, use the studio monitors, which is good for someone like me who's in a cramped corner studio and I still have some problem with echoing and reverb when I'm listening to mixes, and it's better if I use headphones, so it's good to have the upgrade. I probably won't use these in reaction videos because open backs, the sound leaks out, okay? So that's not ideal for recording a video where a microphone is recording the audio in the room. It would probably cause a lot of post-production that's not worth it. So I'll probably still be using the traditional headphones for reactions, but these bad boys off screen when I'm mixing and mastering. If you are looking for audiophile headphones, make sure if you get something like this, you are very, Velcro. A Velcro on cardboard. Make sure you are very, expect and discover. But make sure you're aware of what you're buying, because with these, if you try to plug it into your cell phone, or just into an 1/8 inch cable, a headphone jack on your computer, odds are, unless your computer has a really beefy sound card or something in it, it's not gonna really work. It's gonna be way too quiet to listen to, because these actually need an amp or a preamp of sorts. I have a amp that my headphones are plugged into. You've probably seen it on my reactions, that red thing. It's a preamp, it has power to it. It's what you usually plug in microphones and things to. That will power these headphones so they actually hit volume. But these headphones do need a lot more power than a cell phone or whatever will generally give you, and therefore you need to make sure you have the right equipment. Again, this is not going to have the build quality of the higher end $4, $5, $6, $7, $2,000 headphones, but from what I've heard in reviews, it's gonna be sound-wise very up there, which is why I went with these, even though the build quality is not great. Like, this is all mostly plastic, kind of like these guys are plastic, so you're not getting that nice metallic finish that you're gonna get in the higher end ones. But what I care about is how they sound at the end of the day, and these are supposed to sound amazing, which I will let you know in a moment. So you'll notice there was no wire automatically attached to the headphones, because wires go dead. So usually once you get into higher end headphones, the wires are detachable and you can use different lengths and whatever. And then obviously the gold 1/4 inch connector. You do on these always have a screw off top if you need to go traditional headphone jack, but my preamp will take the traditional 1/4 inch, and obviously the gold connector is going to be optimal sound. Well, not obviously, but if you're an audiophile, that's obviously. Here's your actual buds. Snap that boy into place. We're gonna be ready to plug these in and listen to some stuff. The first thing I'm going to listen to through these will be my new song, Headphones.
Put the headphones on so they hear, and I think I am safe for now. Learn the art that would be my cure. Hide the noise from the world and how.
That's the plug. We're gonna listen to my song called Headphones with my new headphones, and I'll be right back. I'll listen to some other stuff too for comparison's sake, but the first thing that we'll listen to on these is a song called Headphones. All right, we are back after giving these boys a proper test run, and oh boy, these are as advertised and promised. Now, as I said before, I will not be using these in reaction videos because too much sound leaks out, and they're not going to be my casual listeners. These and my AirPod Pros and and things like that will still be my more just listening to music casually. These are going to be my new audio engineering headphones, and that's what they're for. If you didn't catch it on the actual box, these are reference studio headphones. These are not casual listener headphones. A lot of music won't even sound that great in these from like a appealing standpoint. It's just to get that true sound and a much wider sound. Now, music that will sound great in this is going to be non-bass heavy music. You know, your old music, Beach Boys, Queen's going to sound amazing in this. Bohemian Rhapsody has such a sound scope and sound stage. It's amazing. A lot of rock will sound good. Modern electric music isn't going to sound great in these compared to something that's bass heavy. So you're going to want, these aren't even bass heavy, but they have enough bass to get the job done. But you know, a lot of hip hop, once you strip away the bass, you find out that it's really crappy music wise. I mean, 90% of hip hop from a music position and standpoint is absolute garbage, because it's just bass covering up how garbage the rest of it sounds. And if you're offended by that, screw you. That's the fact of the matter. Most hip-hop is shit music. So these are not going to sound great with most hip-hop that's just designed with a bunch of bass to cover up how shitty the music really is, because this is going to expose that. You're going to have bass so you can hear the bass tones, but it's not going to overpower, because any of the overpowering vibration of the bass is designed to leak out through the open end of this headphone so you can hear the true sound of everything, which in a song that's just bass dominated, meant for a subwoofer or hard bass hitting headphones, you're just going to hear really loud, annoying tinny sounds, and nothing's going to sound quite right. I mean, it'll sound right, it'll just not sound good. So these won't be my daily listeners, because I listen to a lot of electronic and hip-hop, some of it that's musically trash, but I enjoy it anyway, and those aren't going to sound great in this. But these are what I'm going to use to mix and master from now on, and I've already heard some things from Pop Punk Is Dead, my new album, that I'm going to tweak and adjust, mostly in some of my limiters and compressors, turning those back a little bit, because this can hear frequency ranges and depth of sound that these and my studio headphones really can't, and it's helping me to see where sometimes the mix needs to be either turned up or turned down or adjusted a little more. Things that 90% of people who will hear the music won't ever be able to hear, because I mean, even YouTube compresses the file too much to hear it anyway. But if they have a premium streaming service or they buy the CD, those will be differences that on the right speaker system they would hear as well. So to make sure that the most demanding of fans on my newest album will have a good experience, we'll be using these. I won't go back at this point and remix or remaster my old tracks. They're still suitable for 99% of the way that people consume media anyway. But with these headphones, I can finally get that last 1% of audiophiles a little more satisfied with my sound, which I'm happy to do, because I am that 1% of audiophile, and sometimes when I listen to my own music in its highest form, it's not quite where I want it to be, but I didn't have really any way to fix it. Anyway, that's all for now. Again, my birthday is March 6th. If you want to send me weird stuff to open on the channel, I'd love to have it, and check it out. P.O. Box in the description, and until next time, I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Listen to my new song, Headphones. Bye!